They misquoted a poet and didn't even know it. This week, the Postal Service issued a new stamp honoring the late author Maya Angelou with the line, "A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song." The only problem is that quote is not from Maya Angelou. The words originally come from a 1967 collection of poems by Joan Walsh Angleou. The Postal Service was unaware of the error until the Washington Post pointed it out. A spokesman says, quote, "Had we known about this issue beforehand, we would have used one of Angelou's many other works. The sentence held great meaning for her, and she's publicly identified with its popularity." Listen, as a longtime fan and also a fellow poet, both of Angelou and Angleou, I was deeply offended by the mistake. I mean, you'd have to be some kind of idiot to think that was a Maya Angelou quote.
The late, great Maya Angelou once said, "A bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song."
Yeah. Well.
No, I feel very embarrassed. I feel like I've said, I think I've a deep apology. I'm very sorry for causing offense. Please respect my privacy at this time. Casey, your publicist says you're some kind of comedian.
Yeah.
So
I think she says mediocre comedian.
Well, that's you. Well, fine. You want to dot the I? Go ahead. Isn't this just a case of material theft? I mean, comedians steal material from each other all the time.
All the time. That's what we do. But in the poetry world, which I also dabble in, Maya Angelou used to steal from everyone. She was like the Carlos Mencia of the poems. Oh yeah, right. For sure.
Other poets wouldn't want to go on in front of her because they would felt like she would. Yeah, right.
She would just take their stuff. Yeah. When a poet wouldn't want to go, if she was in the audience.
Yeah, right,
right. Like that. But yeah, she stole from everyone. Langston Hughes, Dr. Seuss, you name it, anybody.
Yeah.
So,
Joanne, the only ones I know.
Okay, let's just put the Joan Walsh Angleou. I mean, she's dead, I guess.
She's not dead.
She's not dead?
No, she's alive.
Okay.
She's alive and upset.
She's dead inside, I guess. Doesn't that put her in a weird position? I mean, doesn't she have to just say, whatever, I mean, you printed the stamps already, what are you going to do?
Well, no, she should look at this as a positive. We now know who Joan Walsh Angleou is. I had no idea before, but I mean, shame on me for my ignorance. But listen, this happens a lot when I look online for my inspirational quotes that I post on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
I often get the wrong source. It's usually credited to like a Madonna.
Oh, sure.
Or one of the Hepburns.
All the greats.
This,
all the
this
greats.
happened to me one time. I tweeted out a really funny tweet about my cat. And it was like, kitty, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your meows just hypnotize me.
Gold.
Oh, gold, right?
Gold.
Only to find out an account called Drunk Cat Ladies stole it, which I knew because I followed. And they stole it, and they didn't.
Wow.
Andy, I'm saying not a retweet. I'm saying they stole it as if it was their own. When that is a very, I mean, they stole it because it was so good.
And imagine how you'd feel if that became
And I didn't get the Washington Post to write about mine, even though it's pretty much the same.
But you know, they actually changed. The actual quote isn't even right. I mean, the original quote, the actual quote is, "A bird doesn't sing because he has an answer. He sings because he has a song." They actually PC'd
it's
it up.
kind of a boring quote.
Wait,
Andy,
that's mine.
Yeah,
I love that.
Andy, do you have a song?
I don't, and that's why I don't sing.
That's why you don't sing.
Yeah. I don't think it matters that Maya Angelou didn't say it because I think she could have said it. It's just an accident that somebody else said it. Anyone could have said anything. I think they should have gone with this one. Can we put that up, please? "I don't have friends, I got family." A much better quote, very deep, very meaningful to a lot of people. And I believe Maya Angelou, had she said that, would have said that.
Is that Fast and Furious?
Of course.
It is Fast and Furious.
Of course it is.
Wow. Kat, were you surprised, though, that the post office made a mistake?
No. I'm never surprised when anyone makes a mistake. I don't have faith in humanity.
It's just unfortunate that it's a forever stamp, because I can't get rid of those things. I hardly even use. I have had a book of them for the past year and a half.
Right. I mean,
I don't mail anything
Was it
anymore.
news that they still make stamps?
I buy them and lose them. I find them in very strange places.
Really?
I don't know how to mail a letter, so this isn't even a problem.
Yeah, email.
I can't.
They should have emailed everything.
All right. So poor Joan Angleou has no recourse. She just has to sit there and look these letters go by with someone else's name over her work, and she didn't even get a piece of it.
She should start a GoFundMe.
Yeah, that's your answer for everything, right?
It's all the rage right now.
It is all the rage.
I want to be a victim so bad. I want to find a way to make me a victim so that I can get a GoFundMe.
That is a challenge we will take up in the rest of this broadcast.
Awesome.
Coming up, the Apple Watch gets mixed reviews. Not sure how they'll fix it, but you can bet it'll involve cheap child labor. More Red Eye after the break, so stick around.